find quality people is tougher than it's ever been.
By the way, Nader, talk to me about this afterwards too, because I'll tell you a lot about our hiring process. I'll tell for anybody listening to this, just a few extra tips. I use Indeed. Indeed.com is my go-to for hiring. And it is absolutely the best tool out there right now. It's the one that all of the younger people are on, but it's really not even just younger people. Everybody, that's the one everybody's on. So that's the best place to find people. It used to be Facebook jobs, and a lot of us used to hire internally. Truthfully, I'm not a huge fan of that anymore. I don't love it. I like it for coaches, but as far as staff members, I rarely do it. I say rarely, and I'm smirking because I just did it. And it's working out great. It can, but I don't think when you're trying to hire, very rarely when you're trying to hire like multiple people, it's difficult to hire multiple quality people from within your academy. The ones, if you find them and they're the perfect unicorn, which we kind of did hire, we have somebody who loves to train, who loves to teach kids, and also wants to, do the full universal team member position. Great. It's just unusual. And one of the biggest reasons why I think it is unusual to have success hiring from within for these, from all of this was that, I think one of the biggest reasons why it's difficult to hire from within is because you're teaching people, they're going to be taking away from their training time to work with you. And people who love to train don't want to go work Monday through Thursday and not be able to train. So it's hard to find that unicorn. Again, so I use Indeed.com, and I'll share some of my job descriptions in Tribe with you if you want some extra help that way. But I've got one live right now, and I've got about 60 candidates. One of my last jobs had 157 candidates. The one before that had 87 candidates. So I'll tell you, I do find really good quality people there. I also pay well. So that's always really important to remember. You can't get away with some of the stuff that we used to get away with, which is like charging, or paying minimum wage. You got to pay decent. In our area, minimum wage is pretty low. So, I pay $20 an hour for these mid-level people that I hire. So coordinator level people. So yeah, sometimes if you're not hiring, this goes for everybody, not just you, Nader, but if you're not hiring or you're not finding the quality of people that you want, sometimes you got to up your pay a little bit. And show everyone that you are a quality position and a quality person to work with. And you'll stand out for sure because there's a lot of fake jobs on Indeed too. So once they find a real one, people usually flock to it. Love it. Yeah.
I think part of the problem is like, we don't have any problem like getting the staff. What I really need help with is the stuff that no one wants to do. Like the cleaning the bathrooms, mopping the floors.
For sure.
And we always have room for growth, but I start them off. I'm like, hey, this is a minimum wage job because it's minimum skills. Like I could literally grab we were actually having this debate at the gym. It's like, would you trust a penguin or a monkey with a tank? And I could literally get a penguin or a monkey to do this. And so it's like a minimum wage skill. I'm like, your goal is to make sure I can level you up to a step up. But I mean, with our expansion, we have 8,000 square feet.
We lost him.
I lost him for a minute.
Yeah, sorry. So the gym's massive, so I need a bunch of people cleaning, and it's not a fun job.
Yeah. Well, don't ever hesitate to just hire a professional cleaning crew. Those are people who really love what they do. And they're very, very good at it. I'll tell you how you'll have a hell of an easier time getting your gym clean with a professional cleaner than you will with one of your staff members that you're also making clean. Now, we make people clean every day, but the deep clean stuff that's best done by a professional, get a professional to do it. It'll cause you way less headache, and you'll be able to hold them accountable specifically for that job. Then you can continue to train them on the stuff that the systems and everything that are actually going to help you bring in income. So I always like to bring to make sure everyone who works for me understands that they're an income producing position. And so the more time they can spend doing the things that produce income, like setting appointments, closing sales, teaching amazing classes, and making people want to stay forever, or is what we call the keeping the lights on tasks. The more I can have their hours dedicated to that sort of thing, income producing tasks, the better the academy is going to be.